What's up, witches? It's Luna here with a chart reading for this weekend's Samhain full moon chart. Let's take a look. As you know, Saturday is Samhain, October 31st, and it's also a full moon and a blue moon. Very rare. It's been years and years and years, decades in fact, since the last full moon on Samhain. And I have got a crazy boy going ham on my back. Pie whack it. All right. Up on the back. No, 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 no. Dude. All right. Honey. There might be some editing in this video. Jesus. Pie whack it. All right. Come here. If you're going to do this, you're going to do this. You're gonna serve. All right, so I will try to interpret this chart through my screams of pain. Bear with me. So, as I was saying, full moon, blue moon on Samhain, incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful, being that Samhain is the highest peak of the pagans' year. Some consider it their new year, fresh start, endings, new beginnings, all kinds of stuff. So let's look at the chart for this year for the full moon. And the full moon occurs at 10:49 a.m. on October 31st in the Eastern time zone. So adjust that for your time zone, please. Oh, pie whack it. Jeezy Pete's, get up there, little boy. He's insane today. All right. You know what? My love. Oh, my love. Pay your dues. Say hi to everybody, and then you're going to get down on the floor or in my lap because this is not workable. Sorry. Kitten tax. Anyway, looking at this chart, Jesus. Edits, jump cuts. All right, so here we have the sun at 8 degrees of Scorpio. We have the moon at 8 degrees of Taurus. And that's the opposition that creates the full moon. But I want to show you something really, really interesting, is that exactly conjunct the moon at 8 degrees of Taurus, and the moon is at 8 degrees 38 minutes. This is at 8 degrees 41 minutes, so exact within 3 minutes. Uranus conjuncts the moon. So let's talk about the Scorpio Taurus full moon to begin with. When the sun is in Scorpio and we have a full moon, the moon is in the opposite sign, which is Taurus. Taurus happens to be the sign of the moon's exaltation. If you look at a table of planetary powers, that means it is the best position of the moon, that the moon really comes to its fullest, highest expression in the sign of Taurus. Now, the moon is how we reflect life, right? It's how we react to things. It's our emotional processing of our experience of life. The moon in Taurus is incredibly stable. It's practical. So emotional reactions tend to be slow, tend to be run through a practical filter, and not reactive. Now, the opposite of that is that, the other side of that, I should say, not being reactive in the moment, is that things don't change. So when a Taurus does have an emotional reaction, they tend to hold on to it for a while. And if a Taurus has an emotional reaction that goes beyond their tolerance and their patience, which, Taurus is patience, it gets explosive. Then we throw Uranus into the mix, and it becomes even more explosive. So a Uranus-Moon conjunction, Uranus can actually be seen as a trigger, the idea of something going off and a hair trigger. Its action is unexpected, sudden, and disruptive. Now in Taurus, it's going to slow it down a little bit. But when we're bringing it into the full moon energy, it's just going to make people be particularly hair triggery, more rebellious too. This is Uranus energy is rebelliousness, so emotionally rebellious. Interesting that Uranus has had a prominent position in revolution around the world. It shows up prominently when revolution is going on because it's the updater, it's the innovator, it's the awakener. Uranus is the awakener. So on this full moon, we've got this awakener energy of people waking up from their illusions and going, I've had enough of this, time to bomb it all. So it's explosive. Now you can look at that in a number of ways as well. But just as far as full moon energy, people are going to be really rebellious. And in the context that we're living in right now, I would imagine there are going to be a lot of Halloween parties and activities, even though we've been asked, please don't do that. So this is the downside of people's rebellion, is just deciding we're going to do Halloween parties anyway, no matter if COVID is spiking all over the country or not. So be aware of that and see if you can curtail your rebellious streak and not say, I'm going to do what we've always done before anyway, but use that Uranian energy to update what you do, to innovate what your celebration's going to be. In my hometown, Kent, we always have this massive party downtown on the Saturday before Samhain, and it's this huge human costumed parade that's amazing, and people are going in and out of the bars, and families go and line up along the road just to watch the massive humanity moving. It's all freeform. It's all glorious. Ain't happening this year. So what do we have to do? And I saw a thing go by talking about, people saying, trick-or-treat's canceled and our poor kids, they've lost so much already, and making the point that we are playing to victimhood there. We are pointing the way of here's how you characterize yourself as a victim rather than look for resilience in limiting circumstances. So rather than talking to your kids about, we're going to do it anyway because our kids have lost so much, forget about what they've lost. You can't do that. It's not available to you. Let's stop pretending it is. Just say it's not available to me. What new and fun thing can I do with my kids and my family this year? Can we do a candy hunt where things are hidden outside where, you can still carve your pumpkins. You can still find things to do, bobbing for apples. You can have your own little Halloween party with your family. The point is it's got to be updated and innovated. The other point is kids are resilient. Kids are really resilient. And when you offer them an alternative and the chance to have fun, they're going to do it. So rather than rebelling, use that Uranian energy to innovate. We also still have this now a true stellium with Jupiter at 20, Pluto at 22, and Saturn at 26, this Capricorn Stellium. So I want to look at this again in terms of Samhain and talk about, things that you can focus on for your Samhain ritual and the energies that are available to you. So let's confirm that fact again, that the energies of updating and clean sweeping, time to bust the old guard and do something new, that energy is prominent. So use that energy when you're thinking about voting, when you're thinking about energetic working to move us forward. Okay, it's time for the old guard to go, is what that Uranus is saying. So bomb it, let it go. Hold on, getting the noises out of the way. And focus on our new future. Uranus ruling Aquarius. Oh my God, whack it. He is shredding the sides of my thighs, you guys. I sit in this chair, and he jumps up to get in the chair, and he grabs my meat, my thigh meat, and I've got scabs everywhere, everywhere. Okay. So using the Uranian energy to think about our new future, and Uranus ruling Aquarius is about humanitarian efforts. It's technology in service of humanity. So as you're doing your spell work and you're asking for, you're making your Samhain wish, Because I mean, let's talk about these dual things here. Samhain is a solar festival, so you don't have to work for what you get. You request your gift from nature. I request the gift of leaving behind the things of my past, and you decide what those things specifically are. But you only have to do minimal effort. Have a celebration. Ask, here's how I would like this energy to manifest in this life. In my life at this time, at this season. The full moon energy is stuff that we work for. So think about doing your working and raising the vibration, just raising the vibration to humanitarian causes, to compassion, to technology and service of humanity. I've got a nose full of cat hair right now. So this stellium in Capricorn, what we've been dealing with since this came in is all kinds of fear. Capricorn rules fear. Pluto rules, fear and dominance. Saturn rules fear and endings and death, both of those things, death and, pandemics. All of this stuff has been presented to us in no uncertain terms since we first got this stellium months and months ago. Now we're to the point where planets are going to move on. Jupiter's going to move on. Saturn's going to move on. We still have another 4 to 5 years of Pluto in Capricorn before that moves on. So we've got some cleaning up to do. But this is where we are finally going to get to move on from this oppressive, in-your-face karmic lesson of ours. So when you're looking at what you can do spell-wise, I want you to think about dispelling fear. And actually Uranus, the term dispel is a great one for Uranus because it's kind of like blow up something that exists. That's the rebellious side, the revolutionary side, just go. So think about this fear wad that we've been dealing with and using this Uranian full moon energy to say we're going to blow up fear and reclaim that energy as usable energy to move us forward into a humanitarian future. Other things that are showing up in this chart, we have, let's see, retrograde Mercury is exactly squaring Saturn right now. Mercury has moved, is moving, I think today. Hold on. Yes, Mercury is moving into Libra, is retrograding out of Scorpio and into Libra today. So you might experience a little bit of alleviation of the intensity of thought, the intensity of mental activity that's been going on with it in Scorpio. Might alleviate, feel a little more social. So Mercury will be in Libra for this full moon. Squaring Saturn. So, speaking truth, we bring in communication here. We bring in a tendency to kind of think in a negative way with Mercury squaring Saturn, Saturn taking us to the glass half empty. So be aware of that. Watch your thoughts. Catch yourself when you're getting really negative about things. Use this Uranian energy to blow it up and think new thoughts. Okay, we also have, let's see here, the North Node is in conjuncting this Pluto-Jupiter conjunction. So when we're talking about domination energy, Pluto, and Pluto is also the energy of revolution. Pluto is the energy of grind it down and start again. It's the inevitable. It's just things playing out to their inevitable conclusion. And it's also fascism and dominance and all this, the extremists here. The North Node indicates karmically the way forward, and in conjunct is an adjustment. So we need to adjust our communication. The North Node is in Gemini, ruled by that retrograde Mercury. We need to adjust our thinking and our communication around our fears and our ideas of how we move forward. And is it possible for us to move forward? Bringing Jupiter in here too, I think we just need to deal with the extremism of everything, because Jupiter conjuncting Pluto just expands the extremism and the radical nature of things. So let's look at how we can temper our communication and our thinking so that we can move forward from this wad, as I was saying before. We also have Venus opposing Chiron in this chart. It's focalized in the Eastern time zone, may not be where you are, focalized by being conjunct an angle. And of course, if you're in a different time zone, the house cusps are going to change. So this is a time when we, Chiron representing your woundedness, Venus representing sensual pleasures, and it's in Libra. So it says that we're really going to be looking for fun and looking for things that feel nice and, pleasurable social activities in order to get away from our sense of woundedness and the woundedness that we're under. But we need to be careful because that social urge could put us at grave risk of physical woundedness as far as catching COVID. So especially careful during that time. And there was something else that I wanted to say about Uranus, and damn it, I can't think of it. Any road, this is an important Samhain, and the energies are abundant here to bring about change. Know that any work that you do on this day with Samhain energy and full moon energy, blue moon energy, is going to be especially potent. So plan. I have put up several videos on spells and workings that you can do. I'm working on getting an actual ritual guide together. Hopefully that'll happen by the end of the week. But make your plans now. I wanted to get this up now so you can look at the energies and decide what you want to do with them. If I remember the Uranian stuff, I'll put it down in the description below because it was in my head and then it flew right back out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Please stay safe. Please don't take risks with your Samhain activities. Keep things close to home. Keep it within your family. Change your traditions now. This is a great time to change traditions and be creative and really work out a new way to go about things with you and your family. All right. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video so more people can see it. And also, I really appreciate you donating to support this work. This is my livelihood and my income, and it's because of your donations I can continue to do this work. And I thank you for that right now. I wish you a blessed Samhain. Stay safe. Wash your hands. I'll see you tomorrow for another unboxing. And until then, this is Luna. Blessed be.